Aloha world and welcome to another episode of The Queer and the Queen. I'm Jacobi Jones, your in-house queer, and today we have a very special queen with us. My dear friend from Complicated Discord Podcast. Introduce yourself.
Yo, what's good? My name is Dex. Some of you know me, some of you don't. But you can catch myself, Jacoby, and Alexander Peters on Complicated Discord. We took a little break, but we about to come back hot and heavy real soon.
Before we get started in this video, you guys make sure you click that subscription button and ding on all the notifications so you can know when we post more videos, and go follow us on all social media platforms. Now, let's get into this. Okay. OnlyFans, this is a public service announcement, is ending all of their pornographic footage. I don't know how to feel about this other than the fact that I'm probably saying about $55 or $65 every month, but I am blown away.
I'm outraged.
Okay.
I'm outraged.
Explain to me.
I was just getting my summer body back. I was about to go up and start a helicopter on OnlyFans. I'm telling you, I was about to make a spectacle that made me some bucks.
Okay, it's funny you say that, right? Because I have been very seriously considering being like, you know what? This pandemic ain't over. It's getting rough out here in these streets. But the funny thing that I looked up is that they want to have like a more long-term platform is what they said. We want to create a long-term business and not a short-term business. And they feel like focusing on sexual conduct is a short-term thing. But that's idiotic to me because I looked up the numbers, right? And for one, people have always watched porn since the television has existed. Okay. Like it's just a part of our culture globally. Every culture, you could Google some shit and type in the word porn and you're gonna see some midgets fucking or some Indians fucking or everybody be fucking. That's how we hear. But the trip me part out is it stated that OnlyFans sexual conduct workers is a $2 billion a year business for them that they get 20% of, and the rest of it goes to the people who making their content, right? So maybe it's not enough for them. 20% of 2 billion is really what?
It's a lot of fucking money still.
Yeah.
I mean, not for on the high end of things. When you're a multi-million-dollar company, yeah, that ain't shit to you. For somebody like me, that changed my life. But I mean, let's be perfectly honest. Can you really be surprised that this happened though? I mean,
yes. Look at I'm very surprised.
Listen, look at the trend. I need you to seriously look at this. Think about it this way. When OnlyFans first came out, OnlyFans wasn't made for adult content. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
On OnlyFans, you could say, let's say you had a workout platform and you wanted to reach people, you can go ahead and, set up I drop videos Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and you can go and subscribe monthly and work out with me, because that's what they were using it for a lot of the times. And then over the pandemic, I guess they saw an opportunity to have a come up.
Right.
So, I mean, of course, they're not going to sit down and say, no, we're going to take this off. They tested the water to see how it worked out. And when they seen all the revenue that it was generating, they figured, fuck it, I'm going to dive in. I'm going to go all in. But now you got to consider it. If they go back to being just a family, I guess, kind of family oriented site,
friendly.
They can start getting more and more corporate sponsors, which brings in more money. And I mean, look, in the past,
I guess that's true. I did not think about that.
Yeah. I mean, I think about it though. In the past, we've all seen, and this is kind of fucked up, but we've all seen these bigger companies, profit off the back of the worker, of the little man. And then the minute they get in the place to where they don't need him anymore, they're like, peace out, nigga. And then they vanish. So I wasn't surprised this happened. I was just waiting to see when it was going to happen.
I was extremely surprised when I saw the shit, only because you think unemployment has hit an all-time high now. I mean, crime is about to rise, unemployment is about to rise, because these people who've been making all this $10, $20, $100,000 a month, they're not going to go back to no regular jobs, and there is nowhere else they're going to be able to create this kind of money unless somebody jumps on this initiative and they create the OnlyFans in a different, like a new name, different platform, the same exact thing. Because what they want to do is go back to the family friendly thing, like you said. Now, the thing is too, these people, they will be able to still post nudes and sexual photos of themselves, but they can't, like, it can't be porn. It can't be they can't masturbate, they can't have sex with other people, all they can do now is post naughty photos of themselves. But it stated in the article that I read that the CEO was just like, in the beginning, we felt great about giving sex workers a safe space to continue to make money during the pandemic. We felt great about it. But now we're trying to basically rebrand, you know what I mean? And they're trying to move into a more family-friendly space. And what I did not think of, that you are very right, if they only getting 20% of $2 billion, they could really, like, if they get the right clients and the right people who want to put stuff on OnlyFans, they could still make hundreds of millions of dollars from marketing versus having to make hundreds of millions of dollars and be a porn site.
You know what they could do? If now look, I might be talking the future here. What they could do is they can remove all of the sexually explicit material off of the main site and create a subsidiary, a little sister brand. You know,
I mean, I have a hard time believing that they didn't think about this already. They didn't think like, let's have an OnlyFans Plus or some shit. You know what I mean?
That might be the next up and coming. It might not be called OnlyFans. They might move away to keep their name. It might be called
Only Hoes.
Me personally, I've never paid for an OnlyFans. I'm gonna be honest with you. Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Yeah, I can't.
You got Pornhub, you got XNXX, you got RedTube, you got Tube8, you got all of these places that I could jump on and watch this stuff for free. And plus, a lot of the times, you didn't even necessarily have to. True. I mean, and then at the end of the day, you didn't even have to go to OnlyFans. All you had to do was know their OnlyFans name. A lot of the time, they had subreddits out. They had their stuff plastered over Twitter anyway. So it was kind of like, yo, you're pretty much giving away your main commodity. How does that make any fucking sense? Just saying.
I don't personally know, but I heard that okay, so I got a few subscriptions, right? And so I will tell you that the footage that I can access is different from the shit that I be Googling, bitch. Like I was telling you, like,
I mean, you know. But for
I hear you, because there's been some when I'm just like, I'm just gonna Reddit this and and then you write about Pornhub, XTube, X and XX, or whatever, all that stuff. You can find some fun stuff, but sometimes you get tired of watching the same old shit over and over and over again. You need to spice it up. And then it's something about the feeling of being like, only I can watch this.
Nope, that's not what it was.
That's what it was for me.
You know what the allure of OnlyFans was? The fact is, instead of seeing porn stars, unattainable people for regular people, you were seeing the regular motherfucker that you were riding the bus with. You were seeing your neighbor.
So true.
You were seeing the girl you went to. You had calculus with 2 days ago, Mondays and Wednesdays.
Right.
It was very attainable ass people on there. So, you felt a little better about it. Like, yo, this isn't out of my reach porn. I could feel better spanking one off to this because, I might be able to, con her into, giving me a blowy behind the bleachers later on. So what I'm saying.
You make a very good point, because I know somebody who got some subscriptions and, it's people like, okay, so I got this subscription and it's this dude that I know. At first it was just, I'm gonna support my friend, and then it was like, God damn, hey friend. Like,
Jacoby, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I'm not even gonna play shy about this. If anyone I knew was on OnlyFans, I'd watch it. I don't care who it was. I don't give a damn who it is. Hell yes. Yes, you know why? Because I'm a curious asshole. I want to know what the fuss is about. I want to know what you're doing on there.
You know what? That's exactly why I joined my one friend. I joined it because, and then after, a few good times, I was just like, I just feel weird because I know I'm going to run into him at the bar. On a note, you're not surprised. I'm surprised.
I'm not surprised at all. Like I said, and you know what? If you even think about it, it wouldn't surprise me further if this was a power play to get more money. They pull it away and be like, look, you're losing income. And so we'll bring it back if you pay a higher percentage to us.
Right.
Now they can get away with taking 40% from you just for hosting your shit.
Right. Because they get 20%. I mean, he said they made $2 billion in 2020. in 2020. 2 billion.
You know what I found
And
weird?
they got 20%, and the person with the content got 70%. And there is no, like, in porn, in the porn world, 9 times out of 10, you don't make a lot of money. So OnlyFans has changed freaks' lives. Like, someone who's a freak and they just want to, like, I'm a freak. I would totally do OnlyFans, but my grandmother is still living, and I just can't do it.
Here's the answer to that. Hey, grandma, you gonna pay these bills? Huh? You ain't paying no car payment or rent, grandma. If I gotta do some nasty things
on OnlyFans
to make ends meet, so be it.
That's very
this
true.
Pandemic,
and the funny thing is, I don't have no huge connecting relationship with my family, but I just grew up that way.
Jacoby, this pandemic got you selling drugs, braiding hair, and stripping, and doing OnlyFans out of the same goddamn house.
I guarantee you 80% of these people don't even got a savings account. They making 10, 20, $100,000 a month. And I bet you any fucking money that they just living an outlandish life because they just think the money ain't gonna never end. All I gotta do is get on camera and figure my pudding and whack my noodle, and I'm gonna keep getting money.
You know what? Not for nothing. Now that you bring that up, I've always been curious to know what guys do on OnlyFans to make money. I kind of feel like don't nobody want to look at a dick. So
okay, so think about it like this. What do you do when you in the bathroom by yourself?
Not really a whole lot.
Well, I'm saying, honestly, if you just think about just the concept of masturbation, whatever you do privately to yourself, you're just doing that in front of a camera.
Well, no. I get that, right? I get that. But here's my thing, right? Say, okay, example. So let's say I open the OnlyFans tomorrow, right? Let's just say, and I go on and I spank one off, right? What's to keep you from coming back from? Like, I'd have to up the ante every day. Listen, a nigga ain't that creative. Okay?
No. Because see, you have to understand. I mean, everyone's different, but men are horny bastards, right? So, as heterosexual men for yourself in your world, men go to strip clubs and throw dollars at bitches just to sit there and stare at their vagina. First of all, you might not do that, but men do that, right? You might not do that, but men do that. And that's why strip clubs live and thrive. They go to just look at the pussy and to just look at the titties. So gay men are the same way. I just want to see your dick. I just want to know what your balls smell like. Well, that kind of thing.
If you about to pay $25 a month, I'll pull it out right here. I mean, shit.
I mean, I refuse to subscribe to anyone that's more than $8.99. But damn, that's just my standard. You know what I mean?
You know what? Speaking of $8.99, I think that was one of my biggest issues with OnlyFans. A lot of these people were charging, $10, $20, right? They're charging higher than Disney Plus and HBO Premium, but you wasn't providing me HBO Premium quality. Like, let's be perfectly honest.
I have found some amazing porn for very cheap.
Well, no, listen, not all. I'm not saying some of it isn't worth it, but you got some of these motherfuckers, they be recording off of a GoPro. It's all blurry and shit. They got babies running around in the background and shit. They listening to 1992 damn little Jeezy. Like, nigga, I'm not paying $20 for
this fucking scroll down memory lane. Like yourself, like straight man, right? There's this one dude, he is Brazilian, I believe. When I tell you, ooh, he's so damn sexy. I got chills up my spine just thinking about it. He is sexy as fuck, right? Now, you can find his pictures on the internet, but if you want to watch him jack off or you want to watch him like fuck a girl or eat her pussy, his OnlyFans was like, I am not subscribed to it, but it was like $49.99 a month. And he's making hundreds of thousands of dollars because these men want to see, because ain't not too many. I mean, it's probably 90-10 ratio of men versus women subscribing to him, and he knows that, but he ain't doing gay stuff. He's just jacking off and he's just having sex with women every couple of it so often. I think, I don't know, but he said his content is him masturbating and him having sex with women. I don't know, but some people paying them high prices. I'm a $8.99 or less brother. Like, I mean, and then, I think I might have did $9.99 once, but he had like a 13-inch dick, and I was just like, pay for what you get.
Listen, let's be perfectly honest. OnlyFans is just a band-aid. We all know everyone has at least one or two flicks that they've taken with their cell phone floating around the internet somewhere.
No. I don't have nothing floating on the internet.
When you let somebody else record you, they could do whatever they want with that video. You never know.
have never
you haven't scoured enough of the internet to know if you got one with Jacoby doing some dirty dancing.
And you would never know it was me if it was. But I do have, we are here to talk about me. See, so, okay, we've established that you would do an OnlyFans. Now establish why you have not.
Well, because there's a couple of reasons actually. Because for one, I have a business that I started, Taste of Elegance bartending, right. And I don't necessarily need to be bartending and somebody walk up to me, hey, I know you were in you did so and so last week for $25, and that's just not a good look. Number two, I'm also studying to be a lawyer, and a lot of the times people don't want to admit it, but the stuff that you do on the internet does sometimes negatively affect your personal and your business life, and I don't necessarily need that. Honestly, I really don't want my, I don't want it to be floating around on the internet one day, and my daughters, when they get old enough, happen to float by my picture or one of my videos, and I got to explain to them in a very awkward way what daddy was doing to that young lady while she was folded up on her neck.
So, I don't need that. So I saw an article as well where a nurse just last month, she had an OnlyFans where she made $75,000 a month of her OnlyFans, probably putting in about 10 hours a week. The hospital found out, and it was a part of, it was like a part of their code of conduct guidelines or whatever. And they gave her like, you either have to shut it down or we're going to have to let you go. And she walked away from being a registered nurse because she was like, I make $75,000 a month doing this. She said she became a nurse because she really wanted to help people, but she let the job go. And now, boom, here we are. But again, depending on her content, she may be able to continue to go because OnlyFans is going to continue to let people post nude photos and nude videos of themselves naked, but you cannot perform a sexual act, including masturbation, oral, sex. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. That's gonna be a 2-level strike because number one, eventually one of their sponsors is gonna be like, "Yo, take that shit down completely." Or number two, people are gonna find another website. They're gonna find another way where they can post whatever the fuck they want without anyone telling them what they can and cannot post. And the sexually explicit portion of OnlyFans is going to be done. They're going to accomplish their goal one way or the other. They're going to make their money. Trust me, ain't shit gonna stop them.
I do know that Twitter, you can put porn on Twitter. But the thing is, like, a lot of people that I knew from like OnlyFans or like that friend of mine, he had a Twitter, and on his Twitter, he'll post the trailers. He'll post, 60 seconds, 30 seconds, 15-second clip of him getting fucked the shit out of by like 5 big dick black dudes. And then you go
Jesus, to a lot of dicks.
Girl, you ain't just, we can all hope and dream. But so then you go to his OnlyFans for $7.99, $8.99, whatever it is, and you can see the whole 30-minute video of him just getting rails. And
hold on, back up. First of all, what motherfucking monster is out here watching 30 minutes of porn? What is, first of all, listen to me.
I don't know. But I think whoever they are, you probably shouldn't be judging them.
Oh shit. Okay, listen, I'm just saying, if it takes you, 30 minutes to finish yourself off, we've all got it. You got some issues there, man. Not really, because I'm speaking for other people, because I mean, sometimes you just like want to watch sometimes you want to see the whole performance. Like, I don't like if it was a porn that was 30 minutes long and it was 30 minutes of like, part of it was like acting, I'm your mailman. Oh, I forgot to drop off the blah, 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 blah. I don't want to see that shit. I want to pretend like y'all acting. There's no talent here. Okay, so let's not pretend like you got some. But if it's 30 minutes of like whackity, whackity, splackity, splackity, bam, bam, wow, wow, flippity, flippity, scribbity, I would be like, no, I'm there for it. Or I chop it up into 3 sessions and be like, all right, I'm gonna take 10 minutes. I'm gonna watch the other 10 minutes later in about an hour, and watch the other 10 minutes tomorrow morning before I go to work. Let me tell you what a normal person that watches porn does. Normal? How dare you? If they pull up to a porn that's 30 minutes or 40 minutes, they will skim through that bitch. Find one scene, the good spot. Yeah, exactly, that lasts long enough, and that will be their sweet spot. Even if they downloaded that 3 minutes right there or whatever it is, that will be their sweet spot. The rest of that, you could just throw that shit away. Like it's absolutely unnecessary.
I
The
agree.
only time I would watch someone getting smashed off for more than 5 minutes is if I'm walking by one of my people's house and or like we're like having the house party and I'm walking by a door and they left it open and somebody's getting railed the fuck out. And honestly, I think after about 60 seconds, I'm be like, all right, nigga, listen, switch positions or something. Like, you know what? I'm not, why am I paying for this? Like, I need some money back. You know, like I'm gonna ruin it. I'm gonna get mad and I'm gonna walk away.
We all have our talents. That's the best way I can answer that question.
You damn right. You damn
We
right.
all have our talents. I do like, 2-minute clips. Who does it? But I like 20-minute clips too. And what I will tell you, it depends on how drunk I am. Because when you
I can see that.
when you liquored up and you done soaking some weed all day, and you just come home and you just looking at him and he looking at you and you looking at him and he looking at you and you're like, all right, let's do this.
I think it might be a little different. I think you come home drunk and you looking at him and he looks at you. He's like, oh my God, not again. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. And then you say,
dribbling up, leave me alone.
You're like, nah, God can't help you here. Plus, you know what? Honestly, in the defense of OnlyFans and the users, I will say OnlyFans did get a rush because a lot of these porns that were out recently, like they be making love to these bitches, man. Nobody want to see that shit.
When you I hate that. Like, I hate that. You know who I noticed do that a lot?
Nobody trying to see that shit.
Who I noticed do that a lot? White people. Bro, I've rarely seen some porn where the white dude is like straight up giving
jackhammering
dick. Niggas, I mean, that's just a part of it. I think it's in the blood. You know what I mean?
That's my point. OnlyFans had a rare thing because when you go to OnlyFans, when you go to the right ones, from what I understand, you was watching some niggas sling dick. Like they wasn't coming to play.
Like a boomerang.
Yeah, at one point you were like, oh my God, that poor girl. No. I mean, I don't care if she makes it or not, but damn.
We different because I'll just be looking at it like that lucky bitch. Look at her just getting all that. But we're different species.
That's because you want paralysis, Jacoby.
We're different species.
That's a funny.
And it's good for my sciatica too, girl. When you get dick like that, that'll fix all your back problems. Trust.
That's like your goal. You want to be able to, when you tell the story of how Grandpa ended up in a wheelchair. That's what you want. You want to be in the Guinness Book of World Records.
Talking about we all got our talents, though. We all got our talents. That's gonna be my saying to the day I die. Well, thank you for being here and having this fun conversation with me. This all just happened today. I'm gonna get this video out for us today. I'm gonna also link this video to Complicated Discord. He's gonna post it on his platform. I'm gonna post it on the Jacobi Jones channel for the Queer and the Queen. And as we always say, don't forget to smile.